Then for a recovery, I go and do some other work. And again, after completing the work, I will come and do the second set. So what is happening is I am doing household work as well as my physical work. It's a plan, I know, but how I should plan out, that matters a lot. And you people know all these things, but that laziness is stopping you to plan because you had been tied up like this. A plan means only for job. A plan is only for a job. One day I can think that. How many of us having that food journal, regularly having that same kind of food, instead making a food journal? Have we ever thought to say our kid, okay, what do you like? Just make a food journal and give it to me. What do you want in the morning? What do you want in the afternoon? What do you want in the night? What do you want in the break? When we have failed in those things, children are going for that. Those junk foods. Now it has become a habit, like, to present those healthier foods only in the assembly as a presentation, but in a real life, no. How many of? Maybe few. So here, what I'm trying to say is, we know things, but we are not, ready to do that. For that, the laziness is the main reason. And here, physical education department, everywhere, trying hard to keep that child physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially fit person for the family, for the society, and for the country. So, when we are strong in these things, everything change. Everything will change. Society will become, country will become stronger. World, every individual will have the concern about the environment. Sorry. You know what? The aim of the physical education is to make every child physically, mentally, and emotionally fit, and also to develop in them such personal and social qualities which will help them to live a happy life and build and become a very good citizen. Happy life. See, we have to train children to be happy with what we have. Even if we have 1 rupee, okay, in that 1 rupee, how you can budget the life, how you could be happy with that. We have to train the kids like that. Even, these days, very tough, borrowing things and being happy with that. But at a later part, finding it difficult to, refund that. As it differs. I'm just telling you, about the debts. That's the biggest part which affect child's career. A child better know when someone comes to your doorsteps to collect the interest, and you people, are finding it difficult to say that, not this time. When a child is looking all these things, like parents standing and not able to answer them, that's becoming a big stress. Kindly, avoid that borrowing money or anything from anywhere. The things what you have, you try to be happy with that. Train the children like that. Be an example like that. So that's also your biggest solution to come out from the stress, to live a happy life. So, here I was trying to talk about the physical education part also. Not going to stop with that because it's a big part. If I have to talk, I have to keep talking about this physical education area. Neuromuscular development is happening here. Mental development, as I told you. Social development, which is very, very important. I will come to that point because I have to discuss a lot about the social development. Biological foundation, psychological foundation, and social foundation. Psychological foundation, which is very, very important. It's a study of behavior. We all know that. And that could change, that we can make it only in physical education. A physical educator used to think is not only thing to train the body, instead we give exercise for both body and mind to develop a whole child. That is our target. To prepare a whole child. Every child should be active. Every child should be fit. Every child should have a meaningful life. And in such a way, we prepare plan for them. So, it's all about uh, happiest life, and that could be created over here. When I come, as I said, the social development. What is that social development? The activities in physical education program offers the best opportunities for group adjustment and personal adjustment. Group adjustment and personal adjustment. Gentlemen, it's very, very important. People who had been lived only in a family setup, and suddenly if they go to live with others in a hostel, or with other few members, that adjustment is very, very important. Not for bad things. Yes, of course, you have, every individual should be an example for good things. See, you can't expect everywhere a same kind of atmosphere. You should get adopt. When those things will happen, when you have that social development. What are those social development? Those social qualities. What are those social qualities? Cooperation, friendship, courtesy, all those good things. That should be developed well, whether you are in the hostel or wherever you are. This cooperation, friendship, honesty, and courtesy should happen. That is what I said. There are many things a child can learn on field than being in the classroom. So this physical education teach you all those stuff. And when you are developed well in that social qualities, yes, survival point. That's a solution for survival. Social qualities. That cooperation should be there. It's not saying me, instead it's we. That part has to come, instead of, yeah, I'm very aware of this work, but why can't I take my other friends to do this work? That mentality has to come. And friendship. He's my friend. Why? Because like me, he has also got parents. That mother's affection, father affection. The way how my parents are loving me, the same way her parents must be doing it. That's a soul. Why can't I give that happiness? I can be very friendly to them for all good things. Honesty, whatever it is. Yes, to be honest. I have done this mistake. Accepting. I've done that mistake. It happened. Sorry, it won't happen again. That accepting. Things should be developed. It's a courtesy. You can't expect. See, perspective. Everyone, if it is 6 for me, for them it's 9. So it's not that what you have taught is the ultimate thing. Even if you are, based on this, we would have seen many messages in social media. That kind of understanding will happen only over here. So that's very, very important. So next, the last slide. It's about health education. As I said, physical education is not only doing physical exercise or sports activities. There is a big part in physical education before they complete grade 8. We teach health education also. During this COVID time, physical education teachers are the best people who can talk about sanitization. We can talk about health education. The sanitation, it's a big chapter. They are the correct people. They know better. They had done a project on that. Every PE teacher is aware about that sanitation. Hygiene. How to clean their body. How to dispose. How to keep their hands clean. That hygiene part. Everything. A life which has to be started from the morning till they go to bed. Physical education is teaching everything. And this health education is one part in that. Kids' healthy eating plate. As I said, a child should know to prepare her own food journal. Kindly hereafter, give importance to that. Give a sheet. We urge every parent during PTM, we will just go behind parents and say that parents, please just make a child, at least they have 1,500 calories per day. As a growing kid, at least they have to reach 2,000 calories. And we have trained those physical activities. We have a record. Your child BMI report, it says it goes beyond 24. He's coming near to that obese first category. So we have given exercises. And from your side also, we need help, because parents, you people should help. It's not only with the PE teachers. It's, as our late president Abdul Kalam said, it's a golden triangle: parents, teachers, children. We have to work together to create this society, to be a change, to survive. And that's the solution. That golden triangle is the solution. Working together. So we have to think about that. Now, see, the percentage is going high and high. Particularly this BMI, obese. Obese, okay, fine, Natalie. But what is the solution for that? Children are having healthy foods. Now, there were days like, we used to sit, before going to school, we used to sit together as a family. We eat breakfast and go. And we pack our lunch and go. And during lunchtime, under a tree or somewhere, we will sit with friends in a circle and we eat. Right now, in many schools, those things are not happening. Just with a a roti roll, they think that it's their breakfast or their lunch. Just imagine the importance of carbohydrates. Can you think that only with few things they can attain that calorie level? So we have to give a clear picture. So this food is also, this is a basic need. A food, it's a solution for their energy. Throughout their day, they should be strong enough. When they are healthy, they can listen well. See, two things are important, parents, my dear friends: rest and intake. When these two things are good during daytime, whatever teacher says, that will stay in their brain. They need not to have any extra class. That will stay in their brain. That will create to do exercises. That will make them to talk to others. That will make them to teach others. Just, you should be fresh. For that freshness, you should have a proper meal and you should sleep well in the night. These are the two things. Just, when they listen, and we would have seen many people, hey, this guy, this person, I have not seen him studying, but during exam time, he just scrolled the papers like this, and ultimately he is scoring good marks. It's because the child has taken good rest. The child is proper with her diet, and during class time, he listens well. And it goes to the brain. That's it. They are the silent winners. And that is what every child should do. It's not that, late night you study, yeah, of course. But, that is for knowledge and knowledge to remember. But for, understanding, you should have a fresh mind, what the experts are saying, to listen that. And one more thing I want to tell you here, writing those classwork notes after grade 6, 7, 8. No, I don't know, the things which had been given in the text reader, why it has to be expected again to write it in a separate classwork note? Why can't we think that those classwork notes could be changed as home test notes? Let parents invigilate. Let them give time. Now PTM has become, very common. Let them discuss. Instead of writing those classwork notes, let them write that test. You be a tuition teacher at home. That's the reason I said before. You be a tuition teacher. Give 1 hour time about that particular topic, what they have studied at school on that day. Let them write. First, let them write in their own language. What the language they speak. This language is very important. Very important, friends. I want to tell you, Germany or Korea, they have their own products. For them, it's their language. That understanding happens one day over there. I'm not blaming that, particular language, but, when we come to the point whether the child has understood or not, yes, of course, we have to think all these things. Language. You just tell them, see, this is what given in this paragraph. You read this paragraph for 5-10 minutes, then you go to area and you speak about that without seeing the book. Of course, the child will do with their own mother tongue. Mama, இதுதான் சொல்லியிருக்கு, இதுதான் இருக்கு. ये सब कुछ इसमें दिया गया है. This is what that understanding point. So, okay, fine. I'm coming again to this healthy eating plate. So kindly you spend time for this. And when it comes rest, I beg everyone, please switch off all your devices and make sure that maximum 9:30 you hit the sack. Please. Enough. Over is over. Devices are not going to decide anything. That's a permanent enemy, I can say. That makes you to become lazy to the laziest person. Instead, just throw away all those things. 9:30 maximum. 8:30 you have to complete your dinner, and 9:30 make sure that you are going to your bed. And if you want to study and do whatever work, let it start in the morning in the fresh time. So I want to conclude with all these things, saying that physical education is a permanent solution for survival. It's a permanent solution for survival, and everyone, those who are parent and those who are going to be parent, make sure that my child is strong in his physical education. As much importance you give to the other subject, more importance than you give more importance than those subjects to physical education. Make sure that you have a record of your child's physical education. Please, only by doing this, you can find a solution for a meaningful life. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Hope I have not taken much time, but in this short time, I have covered and I have come to an eventual point for the permanent solution, and that permanent solution is all about physical education. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm hearing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, participants, if you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can ask now.
Yeah.
Sir, there is a participant, Satish Kumar Annamalai.
Okay.
Sir, in this COVID-19 pandemic situation,
okay,
if any one of the family members was affected with the COVID-19,
okay,
all the other family members are facing serious stress and fear.
Okay.
Kindly suggest some remedy for this situation.
The first situation is, yes, of course, they have to take reactive measures. Okay, if this had happened. So in our olden days, we will isolate them in our own house. We will have a separate room and isolate them. And we will make sure that, by keeping those neem leaves outside, and sure that a person is affected there, and, it's a kind of God visit to that home. By doing this, what will happen? We are not degrading that person who had been affected. That's one important thing. We have to think about that, because that could create a big stress in them. Oh my God, it has affected me, and all people are thinking that it could be because of me. They could also affect it. So that point, sensibly, elders have to think and act on that. That's very important. Yes, of course, I will come to that point. What you can do is, very first thing is, government side and from hospital, health authorities, they have given the guidelines. You follow those guidelines. If it is not, they are always ready to help you people, particularly from health authorities. Get the solution from them and act on that. That will be a perfect solution for that. Hope this answer is helpful for you.
Thank you, sir. Another one question from Lakshmi. Does people be afraid of COVID-19 or aware of it?
Come again, sir.
Afraid or aware?
Afraid or?
Aware. Vilippunarvu.
Okay. see that awareness is happening, from the start. When the virus has started, government and health authorities are giving a lot of awareness. But apart from that, as I said, the physical education things which you have learned, that hygienic part, hygiene. Now they say that to keep everything clean, keep your arms, keep your hands clean, keep your things clean, and everything to be clean. This you had studied during your school days time. Now we have to sit and listen these things. Instead, if we had followed those guidelines throughout our life, 75% to 90% we could avoid these things. That 10% it depends. It's because of contagious thing. But 90% we can protect. 90 to 95% we can protect ourselves by following the things which we had learned, the hygienic things which we learned in our school days, and from our grandparents and elders. They would have told, because their ultimate point is to keep the things clean and tidy and be healthy. These are the important things what they often tell us. When we follow those guidelines, that's the biggest strength. That's the biggest survival point also. Hope ma'am happy with this answer.
Okay, sir. Sir, another one question from Copyist Free Madam.
Yes, sir.
Your views about online education.
Online education is not a permanent solution. Right now, the situation is like that. We can't help it. But many, parents are worried, saying that at least in the school, that social interaction was there. They got break time and they used to talk to their friends. And now what is happening is they are sitting in a particular room for a long time. And, psychologically, the child could feel that a kind of big thing is happening in their head. Like, their head has become big. So these are a psychological effect which is happening, which we could hear from small kids also. But all I can say is you people have to find a solution for that. As I said, it's a golden triangle. There are many ways you can protect your child. You can give some good glass, protective glass, specs to your kids. And you can give some free time. You can remind the kids, I'm checking your time, you're sitting more than 1 hour. Child, just do some stretching exercise, go for some break and come, eat something, I have prepared this. See, in this way we can protect the kid at home during this online education time. And I will say that the virus has come. Now a situation is creating, like, we have to live with that, with our hygienic and healthy body, like a healthy lifestyle. So a solution is that keep your kids safe by giving break times, and by reminding the children to do some physical stretching exercises, chair exercises, and few standing exercises, yoga exercises, and to be follow the online classes.
Thank you, sir.
This answer is helpful for her.
Another one question from Simaran Sa.
Yes,
Can
sir.
coronavirus disease spread through food?
Yes, sir. Carry on.
That's all, sir. Can coronavirus disease spread through food?
Yeah, for this also a permanent solution. See, our elders, you remember, like if we are entering the house, our elders used to say that, go to washroom, clean your legs and come. Wash your seen body parts and come. Face, hands, and your foot, your feet. So that hygienic part is important. That is the only solution. And fine. Still, if you want to take any remedial measures, what you can do is at the doorsteps you can have some chemical water. I mean Dettol kind of water where you can wet your legs and you clean your legs and you can get inside. That one part you can do. Apart from that, any other solution, if I have to say, everyone should be hygienic at home. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Another one participant, sir, asked Taha Said. Taha Said asked, his name is Taha Said. What the
I didn't
speaker
get it.
social media, I would like to
Okay.
follow him. What the
Come again.
speaker social media, I would
Okay.
like to follow him.
Through social media, I like to follow him to whom he wants to follow.
Sir, you, sir.
Through see, oh my God. So it's a what to say? It's a credit for me, but I can say that there are many experts and there are many informations. As I always say that, you know, to say something, a general knowledge is required. That life general knowledge is required. That's the first thing we spoke. You know, le- learn things by doing. So my age is now 42. I had been in sports hostel. I had been, I had learned classical dance for 3 years, and I had been a choreographer. And I have, you know, at regular intervals, I had been involved in many things. I had seen many people suffering. It's all about my age experience that making me to talk. Even, you know, so the same person who wants to follow me, if I ask him to give some information from his side, he in his life he might have faced so many things. He can give a clear picture. So, you know, it's a replication of your experience. That is what I can say. It's not to, you know, follow someone. Instead, you know, you gain that knowledge. You gain that knowledge. Yeah, that is what I'm telling. Even kids, you know, you give that knowledge in the during that grade 9 time. You ask them to prepare a chart. You let them make all those informations. Let them see in the chart, and they will get that ultimate you know, result to decide for their survival. So even you can follow a small kid. You know, if you learn something from a kid or from an adult, you know, that's a benefit in your life, and you know, you are following that kid also. But still, I'm not in social media or, you know, in anything. But I'm really thank to that gentleman. It's a credit for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So another humble request from all the participants, sir. In YouTube
sir.
also, they have mentioned text like this. They are all want to see the resource person.
Want to see me? Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir. Yes, sir.
You just 1 minute, sir. So am I visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
No, okay. So hope physical education department teachers must be. I mean, physical education department teachers must be very happy.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
But you know, I wanted to say, you know, since I had been in different fields, whether it's being a choreographer or in a sports area, or you know, seeing people. Ultimately, at the age of 42, if I had find one solution for life, it's only physical education. Because physical education, as I said, it's not only sports or physical exercise. There are so many things, and being a subject as an integral part of total education process, physical education is ultimate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. So I welcome our physical director, Dr. L. Muthukumar, to deliver a vote of thanks.
At the outset, I am privileged to say the vote of thanks for here. Today's person, our beloved and most respected Dr. Mohammed Riaz, sir, Occupational Safety and Health Officer, Department of Physical Education, Director of Physical Education, Abu Dhabi, Indian School, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Lot of information gathering from you. Thank you, sir. And the Director of Physical Education and all the faculty members effectively your presentation. Thank you, sir. I profound our due to thanks to our beloved, our secretary, principal, and Department of Physical Education and Nature Club of Rajapalayam Rajus College, Mr. Somnath, Technical Committee members, Satish and Madhusudanan. Those lend me invaluable support with us and grant success the international webinar on COVID-19 solution for survey health. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. So once
Thank
again
you.
to everyone, thank you very much for listening me. And my aim, as I said, parents or whomever it may be listening, going to be parent, give importance to physical education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you for giving us such a platform, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You have made me a platform. You have created me platform for us. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.